All right, we're snagging. Depolarization. Oh, come on, people. We should know that. These are all pretty good questions. There will be no brain things, like no regions of the brain on the quiz tomorrow. Yeah, none of that. It's all really neuron structure, rest potential, action potential.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so this will not be in the quiz tomorrow, but this is something that it's on the AP exhibit we'll talk about further on. So the process of developing a central nervous system, a head region with sensory eyes, with ears, right? It's a process known as cephalization. So cephalization is definitely a key theme.
Oh no.
Alley 2, not even the original Alley.
I was gonna choose that. I hate
I was thinking that.
Man.
So integration is what happens in your central nervous system. We had that diagram in PowerPoint. That's the right answer. That's a key one. Right, so integration happens in the spinal cord, especially with the reflex arc, right? Because it is being processed. It can take in the sensory information and relay it directly out. So integration happens in the spinal cord. I mean, as well as the brain. Most integration happens in the brain.
Oh, wait. Second place, take that out. Oh, yeah.
Right, calcium rushes in, pulling all the synaptic vesicles to the surface.
Oscar, have you gotten the question wrong yet?
Not that this is not on the test, but I left it there anyways. What's your happy neurotransmitter?
Nitrous oxide.
Dopamine is the happy neuron or neurotransmitter, right? That's your.
Are there questions with that?
I meant to delete that. There was supposed to be an image. I'll skip it. I have no idea. Pain. It's not really a complete sentence. I thought I deleted that question.
Oscar, you got points for that?
All the above, right? That's what your sensory neurons do. They convert stimulus, external stimulus, to electrical impulses, right? So light, sound, chemicals, all the above.
Awesome effort.
Oscar, you are so cool.
Who came in second?
I did.
Who came in third?
I did it.
Who came in fourth? Who came in fifth?
He's on your alley too. You're set.
All right, here's another one. I have one more after this.
English backwards.
Sucked up. I've never seen that before. It's pretty funny. Yeah, here. Is that everybody?
The fake world. The fake.
I drove.
Are we good?
I'm going for the fake one.
We're good?
Yes, we are.
What are the brains?
Why?
Ooh, part of the oh, it's like checking my name.
You just join in the next one. You're gonna lose. You're not gonna win this one then.
No, I want to win. I got 90.
Plenty of time.
4, 2, 4. No.
Oh, everybody answered. That was strategic. The brainstem.
Oh, someone stole my name.
Cerebellum.
Damn.
All right. The cerebellum is where you have balance in the back. The brainstem, those are all composed of the brainstem. That's the main part here. The cerebellum is back here. This is the cerebrum. Cerebellum, muscle coordination. Cerebrum.
That was first.
Seven. Go underdog.
What comes in there? What's
What?
Whoa.
I love that word.
What are effectors in the nervous system? So what are effector cells? I don't know where the other thing came from.
Well,
That's
oh, I know. In there.
We didn't answer yet.
Come on.
Muscles and glands are effector cells.
I saw that thing on the picture in the beginning. You know how there's a picture in the background? Receptor. You're wrong.
Because receptors are on the dendrites, so the receptors have to take in the neurotransmitters first, then dendrites.
I thought it would be like
That's so annoying.
The real world.
Real
I
world.
don't know what
World
it
within you. What? Oh, wait, what's rapier?
Who's number 6?
It's spelled wrong. It's supposed to be Ranvier, right?
Raise reindeer.
Ranvier. There's net in there. Spelling. That's the nodes of Ranvier, not rapier. What is II referring to?
Oh, number 2. Oh.
You don't have a live name.
What do you have to give a Fed challenge? Yeah, Julie, they just go
Alright, Gabby. Answer. Who are you?
Calcium is involved with the synapse.
How ironic is this?
The release of neurotransmitters where calcium comes in. So that is depolarization. Depolarization happens when sodium is flowing into the cell. Remember, we're keeping the rest potential by having all the sodium ions outside the cell. When you have depolarization, all the channels are opening up and sodium is rushing back into the cell. That's a key concept. The real world.
World.
What is E called?
Equal.
E.
Energy.
What's E?
It's a member. Shoot, I'm gonna pick
Threshold.
God damn it, Oscar.
Hey, we're
Gosh, darn it.
snagging this. I didn't talk about this. I'll talk about it with the.
What's the answer then?
I'm not telling you.
I said equal.
I usually talk about when I talk about the endocrine system, but it was there. I left it.
Yeah,
If I put the answer wrong, you have like. Hypothalamus
It is the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is really kind of the crossroads between your endocrine system and your nervous system.
this is my chance to get first.
Woohoo!
It came in last place and it said awesome for top 5 is within range. Why are you lying to me?
Oh,
Feeling angry.
Me too.
He's an angry elf.
I always say that. Oh my god, I tell my mom that, but you're an angry elf. She's so short.
All right, here we go. Let's do another one. Last one. We'll get through all 3.
We have more than 10.
Plenty of time.
4.5 rating.
Why would I want to share my last one? That's okay. Where am I?
Just 599. Is there?
What is this?
Did it work?
Oscar, are you the real world? MJ, that has to be you. The Unicode.
What?
Is that you, the Unicode?
I'm so worried. I'm here.
Jason. Is that you with the Unicode? Don't lie to me, Jason. Oh, is that you with the Unicode?
Are we good? Algae. Who's Tiny Donut?
Never give up your identity.
It's cute. Video of the movie Tiny Donut.
No.
Oh my god, it's so satisfying.
It's so cute.
It's so adorable.
Uh,
It's the best video ever.
Was it a baby?
No, it's like somebody using a tiny kitchen to make tiny donuts.
Yeah.
The sympathetic.
The sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetic speeds everything up, right? This is part of the autonomic response.
Isn't adrenaline?
What's that?
That's not adrenaline.
Camille.
No, but the adrenaline is not part of your nervous system. Adrenaline is just a hormone. It's part of the fight or flight response, but
That's me.
You went in.
I went
You went in on the longest.
Okay, listen,
So
I gotta
so
support you.
Like, I would like choke again.
Winning! Okay, listen, 914 points behind Tiny Donut. You better watch that.
Excellent.
I'm going in.
Aren't two of them right?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, one.
Wow!
Oh! You could have answered either one.
Wait, you can do that on Kahoot?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god.
We can make it that all of them are correct. I can make a question that none of them are correct too. Actually, no, you can't. You have to choose at least
I was
one.
gonna say, wow, that's so fake.
Created by the sky. I know this.
Okay. Okay, we get it. This is my
We
question.
mentioned it in class. Do you listen in class?
Yeah.
It was a side fun. It wasn't something we did. So multiple sclerosis is the breakdown of the myelin sheaths. Breaks down the myelin sheaths, therefore signaling is slowed.
I got it right, but what's the class?
Everyone's so competitive.
I looked this up because they're good terms. You have an afferent and an efferent.
Wait, that's annoying.
An efferent is a motor neuron.
No, that's not fair. What is that?
No.
What? That's
It is a sensory neuron,
Oh.
right? So it's just the words afferent and efferent. Afferent means kind of coming in. Efferent means going. Efferent means going out. We can have afferent arterioles, and we can have efferent venules, right? So afferent arterioles are small arteries bringing blood in. Efferent would be sending blood out. So afferent, efferent are like coming into a system, going out of a system. Just good vocabulary terms. That's why I left it in there. You'll mainly hear it referred to as sensory and motor neurons, but you never know, just in case.
I'm sad I lost my first place.
yes.
Action potential. Oh, already had this one. $68 millivolts. So we can degrade neurotransmitters by enzymes, or this can happen to take our neurotransmitters out of a synapse.
Yes.
Reuptake.
Tiny donut, you better watch out.
Tiny Donut's ready to throw down.
Oh, them are fighting words.
Let's not throw the donuts at you.
No, I'm
Positive.
In there.
I hate this. That was a stupid question.
Patch.
ACH.
It's
ACH.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
I have no idea actually.
What is ACH?
Oh, acetylcholine. I looked up there because I just wanted to mention it. So just give me a high. You're all set. You really should do it. So you guys had your neurotransmitter sheet. Again, it's not big on neurotransmitters, but being familiar with some of them. Acetylcholine is one of the other ones that I would be familiar with. Again, I will test you directly tomorrow on what they do. But the acetylcholine is involved with muscles, right? If you break down acetylcholine or block acetylcholine, you're going to have paralysis. Muscles won't be able to fire. So those are neurotransmitters that communicate between neurons and muscle effector cells. We haven't talked about the endocrine system, but by process of elimination, which one is a hormone? Norepinephrine.
It's noradrenaline.
Same thing. Oh, kind of. What's that? Adrenaline is a hormone.
How do you know this?
The other ones are all neurotransmitters. Again, I'm not going to quiz you on neurotransmitters tomorrow, but I thought I deleted all these out. This was a longer Kahoot that I thought I deleted out. Let me just see. How many questions are left? That's it. Sorry. I thought I deleted them. Oh, 2 more. So serotonin levels are linked to depression. What is dopamine linked to? There's 2 options here. It's both. Dopamine is associated with Parkinson's disease. People who have Parkinson's disease at irregular levels, low levels of dopamine. A lot of times they treat them with levodopa. L-dopa is a major treatment, and what that does is a precursor to dopamine. It also plays a role in schizophrenia. And I'm pretty sure there's a correlation between, Parkinson's disease and schizophrenia because they're both linked to dopamine. I'm not positive on that, but I feel like there's an increased risk of, not that if you have Parkinson's, you have schizophrenia, but there's an increased risk compared to somebody without Parkinson's. I believe. I'm not positive, but I think so. Last one. Both of them, autonomic and somatic nervous systems, are all part of the peripheral. All right. Hey, quick question, everybody. What's kind of like student reaction, student feelings to what happened on Friday? Anybody really care, or just like, yeah, whatever?
No, I was very annoyed.
With
and
what?
Also, just like that they weren't informing us either. Like a lot of the teachers
Yeah, they
kept
kept us
saying
in the
like,
dark.
don't worry, just put your phones away. Like,
I wasn't really informed either. I didn't know anything until
like,
maybe
they
the last
need to tell
15
you.
minutes.
It makes you even more aggravated and annoyed when you don't know
Yeah,
what's going on.
like I texted my friend because we didn't have like my phone didn't have internet.
No service.
So all I could do, like I texted my friend to like Google Fort Lee High School to see if they had any information. Like I heard through him